Hello everyone, this is Unit 2, Lesson 2, I think. Yeah. Let's go on. Alright, so remember we spoke last time about the and, not, or gate. If you don't remember that one, you need to go back and watch the video before this on Unit 1, Lesson 1. Okay, so you can understand what the different gates mean. Now, in this first column on the table here, I hope you can see my pen. Yeah, this is a not gate, which means it's the opposite of what is in the current gate. So if you look here, you see 0, which means that this will be a 1. This one is 0, which means this is be a 1, because the not gate states that it's the opposite of what it is currently. This is 0, so this will be a 1. I'm still getting used to this pen, I'm sorry. And this is 0, so this will be a 1. This one is a 1, which means this will be a 0. This one is a 1, so this will be 0. This is 1, this will be 0. This is 1, this will be 0. This symbol here is OCR symbols for an AND gate, which means that you're going to be combining two things together, which means that this B column here will be combined with this A column here, because this is the not A, which is the opposite of A, which is here. So this column and this column together. The rule of AND states that both has to be true in order for it to be true. So this is 0 and this is 1, which makes this 0. This is 0 and this is 1, which makes this 0. This is 1 and this is 1, which makes this 1, because both of them is true, or both of them is 1. This is 0 and this is 0. No, sorry. This is 1 and this is 1, which makes this 1. This is 0, this is 0, which makes this 0. This is 0, this is 0, makes this 0. This is 1, this is 0, that makes this, what do you think? 0, because they're not both on. The only way it can be on is if both of them are on. Now look at this. This is 1 and this is 0, which makes this 0. Yay, good job. Okay, so this one is an AND gate, and this says A and C. So this is the A column and this is the C column, and we're going to do the same rule for AND, which states that both has to be true. Good. Now this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. This is 0, this is 1, this is 0. This is 0, this is 0, this is 0. This is 0, this is 1, this is 0. Let's go again. Let's double check to make sure we're doing the right thing. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Let's go again. This is 1, this is 0, this is 0. Excellent. This is 1, this is 1, that makes this 1. This is 1, this is 0, makes this 0. This is 1, this is 1, makes this 1, because both has to be true in order for it to work. Now this one now is what we call the OR gate. And I know that originally we don't have E and D. However, these two tables are named D and E, which means that for P, we need to look at both of these columns, and we're going to follow the rule of OR, because this is the OCR symbol for OR. And what's the rule of OR? The rule of OR states that both has to be true in those lies. What's the rule of R? The rule of R states that at least one has to be true. So this is 0, 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 this is 0. This is 1, this is 0, this is 1. This is 1, this is 0, this is 1. This is 0, this is 0, this is 0. This is 0, this is 1, this is 1, because the rules state at least one of them has to be true in order for it to make sense. This is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 1, this is 1. And that's it. Yeah. This is the same thing that we just did a while ago, so you can try it for yourself. Okay. And this is the result. This is exactly what we had before. And then let's recap. Okay, so the rule of AND states that so the gates will only open if both of the inputs are 1. That's the only way it will work. For the OR gate, it will work if either or if both of the inputs are 1. And the NOT gate states that it will be the reverse or the opposite of what is there. That's the negation gate. At GCSE level, that's all you need to know. When you go to A level, you'll know about the XOR and so forth. But I'll make videos for A level students when I'm done with these ones. All right. Let's draw the nibble table. This is what the nibble table looks like, and when we're converting numbers, you can go ahead and do these conversions on your own. I will do just one for you, which is the first one because of time limits. All right, so let's convert 2. How do we convert 2? We look at the numbers up here that can combine to make 2, and because 2 is already there, we just put a 1 to turn this one on, and then we put a 0 here to turn this one off, and that's 2. All right, let's do one more. Let's do 5. What numbers do I need to combine to get 5 here? We can combine 4 and we can combine 1, which means I'm going to put a 1 under the 4 here, and I'm going to put a 1 under the 1 here. But because I don't need 2, I'm going to put a 0 here. So this will equal to 5, and this will equal to 2. Okay, that's a simple conversion. All right, you can try 7 on your own. Okay, let's move on. So it says, how many rows do you need for a logical statement like this? Just look at the amount of input. That's all you need to focus on. So you have A, B, and C. Okay, and that's what you need to know. All right, so it's asking us to create our own truth table. The inputs are normally in this order. If it's 2 inputs, you're going to have a 0, 0, 1, 1, and then you have a 0, 1, 0, 1. I can put a different video to explain what this means. If you need further explanation, just leave me a comment in the comment section, and I'll make you a video to explain this if you have no idea what that is. Okay, but you can still follow with me because the rule is still the same. We're looking at the R rule, okay, and the R rule states that 0 and 0 will equal to 0, 0 and 1 will equal to 1, 1 and 0 will equal to 1, 1 and 1 will equal to 1. That's the rule of the OR gate. Pause this for a second, read through it if you want to read through it, and so forth. That's fine. Try it for yourself. That's fine as well, and so forth. It says truth table of 8 inputs. 8 inputs means that you're going to have more than the 2, like we did just now. And 5 logic gates. How many rows will be needed for the truth table? So we're gonna have, let's see. Ooh, I feel like I went the wrong way just now. Okay, yeah, so you have this one. All right, so we have a 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, and this one. So this is 4 zeros, 4, 1. The third column will be 2 zeros, 2, 1, 2 zeros, 2, 1, and then the third column will be 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Like I said, if you need explanation on this, I can make you a video. Just put it in the comment section and I'll go through it for you. The A or B. So we're looking at the A column or the B column, and remember the rule of OR states that. What's the rule of OR? This is 8 minutes. Oh gosh, we're almost 9 minutes already. What's the rule of OR? I'll stop after this one. What's the rule of OR? The rule of OR states that at least one has to be true. So let's look at this. So 0 and 0 equal 0. 0 and 1 equal 1, because this one is on, so it'll equal to 1. Because the OR says that either has to be 1 for it to equal to 1. 0 and 0 equal 0, 0 and 1 equal 1, 1 and 0 equal 1, 1 and 1 equal 1, because it's a either or both, okay? 1 and 0 equal 1, 1 and 1 equal 1. And this one states that A or B, we already have the A or B column, and it says and C, which means that I'm combining this column, the C column, with the column that we just made just now, okay? And to do that, we are going to say, okay, we're going to say and. What's the rule of and? I'm pausing so that you can answer. The rule of and states that both has to be on. So 0 and 0 equals 0. 1 and 1 equals 1. 0 and 0, 0, 1 and 1, 1. 0 and 1, 0, 1 and 1, 1. 0 and 0, 0 and 1, 0, 1 and 1, 1. Right? So that is it. I'm leaving this here so that you can try it for yourself. I want you to also pay attention to the gate over here so you can see that they're both going through the OR gate, and it comes here and it both goes to the, this one is on, this one is on, the C is off, and it goes through the AND gate, which means that Q will be off, because for it to go to the AND gate, Q, if C is not on and it goes to the AND gate, it will always equal to, it will always equal to off, because anything that goes to the AND gate, both of them has to be true in order for it to be on. Let me write that down for you. So A and B, it needs at least one, so this one is on, yeah, I'm sorry. And then C, we have C is off, which means that if one is on and one is off, when it comes to the gate, what will happen is that this will be off, because the rule states that both has to be true in order for it to be on. I'm going to stop here because I don't want to overcrowd you with anything else. If you still don't understand this, let me know and I'll go back over it. It's quite easy. It's one of my favorite topics. I love it. I'll make you a short as well explaining the gates over this side, and I'll make you a short explaining this side as well. Okay. Like I said, my email address is also in the description of the channel, so you can reach out to me if you have any questions, and I'll try my best to answer. All right, have a good day, and I hope this helps.